Hey again, after the user do register, he need to do login to the system. So what I will do in this video, I will use the login web service. If you remember, in our web services, we did this service, which is login web service. So let me see what this service have and how to call it. So going back to the code and waiting until he load, so you will see this service could be called using this line. So this is the line for the calling the service. So for the login for anyone, so if I just click here, this should be the service. So this service require from us two things: the email of the person and require the password, and he will progress that thing for us, and he will return for us this JSON of information. So how we progress this part? So okay, so to progress this part, the operation is really easy and straightforward. So to do that, I just go back here. If you see I'm using same this class, I will just copy this class, call HTTP and move it to the login, because I need to use same thing in the login. I'm just again login. Also, if you see that class, it should be shared between two classes, which is the class for the register. For this one, convert is shared between two classes. I don't need to copy it. It's a better thing for me, just create a new class here, and a Kotlin class, and I will name it this one like operations. Okay, so here in the operations class, name it operations, and that have this method. So because shared, so I don't need to repeat it, so it's better for me whenever I want to use it, just create an instance from that class and boom. So here in the register, I want to use it. Where I want to use it? So I want to use it here in this method. So to use it, instead call the method directory, just create an instance from that class, like say this way. I could do it in this way. OP will be a call, well, I think you could say operations, and that is val, just reading, and say op.convert, and that is you could convert anything. Also, when I want to use it in the login, just in the login here, I want to do progress. Okay, just say op.convert, and that is. So here on the register, when we want to call it, so we did call in this way. We send the URL and boom, that is. So same thing in the login. When someone wants to login, here when we have, where is the login button? Should be this one. But now my URL on the login is totally different. So if you just go back here, you will see your login URL and the 10.002. You know the path. So just change this one to be this one. Okay, the local host should convert it to 10.022. This one same. The email should be changed, so you will be able to in this way. So the email should be et email. Should be from this one, from this activity. Make sure you import the right activity. .text no .toString. Make sure you import my activity. I don't need this one. I don't need activity register. I need activity login .star. Okay, because I don't need activity register here, because I'm in the login. He just import that one because they also I have et email and that activity, so avoid these type of errors. So here et password .text .toString. I don't have spaces here, so I don't care, because the password cannot have space and the email cannot have a space. So make sure I'm doing login only. I have only login, so sending this one, that one should be sent, and he gives us a result. So there's two different type of results. So let me see what we could do with these results. So going here, If he pass, he will tell you login pass. So if the login pass, the message should be login pass. Okay, but if he fail, so let me just try with a failing one, not valid email. He say cannot login. If the message cannot login, that's mean he was able to login. So okay, else this message I could take this one here, add it here instead, and I say here cannot login, or I could show him the server message if he doesn't pass. Okay, if he doesn't pass the login. Or I could go same process, just move it here and it should be enough. I don't need else, but only I do finish if he pass. But that's all what I will do if he pass the process of login. For now, this finish I will do it later on, this to do, because finish needs some other information. I just need to read the data, so if the information is correct, I need to read this information. I need to read this information. I want to get them. This information saved in the variable name is info, but they are saved as array. See, they are array. So I need to get object info as array. So I say, okay, eval user info should be JSON array, because it is array. I would say JSON dot get string for that. The JSON get string for info. So hey, bring me the info one. Bring me the info one, and I want to be as array. So what he will do, he will go and bring this info to you as a string, but you convert this one, bring it as a string, this line. I bring all that data as a string. You just take that string and convert it to array, so you'll be able to read the data inside that array. And that is so, because array may have more than one location, but we have only one location. So I say user credentials. Okay, will be equal to the user info dot get JSON object for the first object, is object 0. Why? I tell you why. First of all, we just get string, so he get is that as string. We convert it to the array, so he will convert it as array. Array have multi locations. We need only first location in the array, so this should be first item in that array, because array maybe have more than one item. So first item now have user ID, name, or other information. So I could do anything I would like. So for example, I want to print message having the username. I say message from this one, from user credential. I want you to get string for what? For the full name, for example. He will print it full name for us. So if I just send him username, password, he print me the full name. Also, I could get the val for the ID, user ID. Okay, cool. And that's what I'm really interested in. I'm really interested in the user ID, and that's what we will see it next when we try to do that process. So I'm really interested in the user ID, but here we do this. So okay, now I take this message. I say, hey, if he success, show me his name. If he doesn't success, show me the error message. That is. So did you see how we was able to read the JSON? So because it is first considered as an object, have two items, this one and this one. So we check for this item. If it pass, okay, take this one as a array object. Convert it to array. Get first item in the array. First item in the array should be this one. Then from that item, bring me the ID. So I should be fine now if I just run it. So let me make sure if we are fine or not, and make sure we have some users so we could test. So run it and wait for some seconds and see. Here we go. I should be able to log in now. Let me try this user, c@yahoo.com, and the password 1234567. 1234567. Login. Hussein. See, he now the person. I give him username, email, password. He give me the name. Let me try with the other. Rana. Okay. Let me say Rana. Rana email should be rana@yahoo.com. I give him email, and I give him password 12345. He say Rana Ahmed. If you just give him anything wrong, he should tell me he failed. Cannot log in. So now I have login page ready. I have register page ready. Just some work around to make it the app nicer. I think the layout of the app is somewhat nice, but we need to do some little small changes in the color of the app. I didn't like this color, green everywhere. So let me just go here in my app, layouts, resource. In the colors, I just change this color to this color. I like it more, so to be nicer the UI. You will not see too much changes, but I believe this one is better. See the header, I see it better than that one. Just make the app like more professional. So yes, in this video we complete the register. In the previous video we complete the login. You know it. This is how to work with the HTTP. You just send whatever you want, and he give you the data as a JSON. Read the objects, go iterate through them, read them, and that's all what you have to do. So you saw that like when we had have two objects in the array, this one and this one. First we took this one, check it, then we took this one as an object string, we convert it to the array because it's array. Then we get first item in that array, which is this item. Then we process because the items we could get this one and this one and the formation. So here we done. Thank you for watching. See you next.